President Trump says he's launching investigations into high-profile celebrities who endorsed Kamala Harris in the last election.
He says he plans to look into whether or not they were paid for that endorsement. The president says in a post on Truth Social, quote, "How much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen for his poor performance during her campaign for president? Why did he accept that money if he's such a fan of hers? Isn't that a major and illegal campaign contribution?" The president added, "What about Beyonce and how much went to Oprah and Bono? I'm going to call for a major investigation into this matter. Candidates aren't allowed to pay for endorsements, which is what Kamala did under the guise of paying for entertainment."
So last year, Oprah Winfrey openly denied taking a personal fee for the campaign event she did for Harris prior to the election, insisting that she only charged the campaign for event costs. The FEC filings show similar payments the Harris campaign made to Beyonce's production company, a grand total of $165,000 for shows she did in Texas the days before the election. It's important to note reimbursements are often associated with productions of that size.
Meantime, the Washington Free Beacon cited campaign disclosures in an article last month that allege the Harris campaign did pay $50,000 to NBA superstar LeBron James for campaign event production, linking that to a deceptively edited attack ad on Trump. The article also said the Harris campaign paid $58,000 to Cardi B to speak at a campaign event. The rapper denied allegations that she was paid at the time. So these payments, if you look at them a little bit more closely, Lindsey, are kind of confusing. They're for massive sums of money, but they are also for logistics, for the staff of the event, for the production.
You don't want somebody to come out of their pocket, do you, to travel to go campaign for you if they really like you, right? That's not something that makes sense.
I mean,
right? Like,
frankly,
Oprah
I don't
put
care
on a
either
whole
way.
sit-down interview, and so yes, the production cost should be covered. She got it paid to her production company. I also think this is a ridiculous argument coming from Trump's side, who just took a $400 million jet from Qatar. And so I think that it's important to look at what's happening across the board and like, who's paying for you? Who paid for the parties after the inauguration? Facebook? Meta, they paid for Trump's parties. These are all
but that's the
sneaky contributions.
No.
Yeah, that end
They're
up
all the same.
going donated to production costs for some big event.
See, Trump gets other people to pay for things. Kamala had to pay for things herself because she has no one who really likes her. That's the difference. People were willing to pay for Trump because they want to be seen favorably by his base.
I believe Snoop Dogg got paid
customers.
to be at his inauguration event. And so even if you round about that he paid the crypto guys that threw the event and they paid Snoop Dogg, it's irrelevant.
I don't really care.
Snoop Dogg got paid for the event. Everyone gets paid, okay, because they don't need to come out of pocket to endorse a candidate.
That's fine. I don't care either way. And in fact, I am not a big fan of campaign finance restrictions. I think money is speech, and you should be able to spend as much of your money to advocate for yourself in an electoral sense as you want. So I don't care that if Kamala if she wrote a check herself to LeBron James, I don't care. I will say that I think these payments to get celebrity endorsements, again, even if we're conceding it's not directly to the celebrity and there's nothing improper about it, I think it's reflective of a campaign strategy that was not good. A campaign strategy that was, if we can get Queen Latifah out there, we're going to win this election. Like, nobody's listening to celebrities. The Taylor Swift endorsement is not going to put you over the finish line. It's outdated Democratic thinking that, if this person supports me, that's going to, do really well with me to win votes. Whereas look what Trump did. Trump went to, the Republicans had historically been underperforming with young people, with minorities. Trump went on all these podcasts where a lot of young men, white, black, every race, listened to like these shows, Joe Rogan and other things, and he talked to them for hours and hours and hours, and he won votes that way. Whereas Kamala thought, because you like LeBron James or you like Oprah or you like whoever it is, I'll do an event with them, and it's like and there's no depth to it, there's no engagement, and that kind of photo op is gonna work for me. That was a bad strategy.
I think she did the best she could with what time she had, right? So we can have
a
full dialogue about the timing that she had to organize a major campaign, the fact that she had to use a lot of Biden's staff to continue forward with a campaign that should have been wholly hers.
Yeah, that was the biggest defect she had.
Right,
she was working with the liars.
Well, there are several, that's debatable. There are several conversations around what went wrong in that campaign, and agreed. Maybe the amount of money they raised broke records, and so they should figure out how to use it better. But that's the strategy reset part, right? Back in the day, bringing out a major celebrity during a campaign was a huge deal, right? We didn't have access to the same level of social media and information that we do now. So the celebrity telling you something meant something. I think with today, especially
Not
younger
anymore.
generation, nobody cares. So we learned that lesson. Everyone learned that lesson. And I think that this is a good test. That was a good test for the Democratic Party to figure out how to reset. And I think that's the main conversation about looking at how much they were able to raise, being impressed by that number, and knowing there are several people that still support the Democratic Party, and figuring out what to do with those supporters.
Yeah, money, like celebrity endorsements, really just isn't everything. You know, Hillary Clinton outspent Trump in 2016. Doesn't matter. It can do a lot for you, but it can't fundamentally rescue a campaign that was troubled for other reasons. That does it for us today on Rising. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so you never miss any of our content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can find podcasts. See you later.